What if the reason you never feel successful has nothing to do with success itself? You keep moving, keep improving, keep chasing the next version of your life. And for a moment, you think you're getting closer. Closer to peace. Closer to confidence. Closer to finally feeling enough. But the feeling never lasts. The achievement fades. The excitement disappears. And your mind quietly creates another target. So you run again. Not because you want more, but because stopping feels uncomfortable. And maybe that's the real problem. Because modern life has turned success into a moving target. One that your brain was never designed to catch. A few hundred years ago, comparison was small. You compared yourself to a few people around you. Your family. Your community. Now your brain wakes up and instantly sees millions of lives. People younger than you making more money. More attractive. More successful. Your mind absorbs all of it like pressure. Psychologists call this social comparison theory. The brain constantly measures your position against others to understand your social value. But today, the comparison never ends. Because the internet never ends. And slowly, your brain stops asking, "Am I growing?" It starts asking, "Am I falling behind?" That question changes everything. Because once the brain connects self-worth to achievement, rest begins to feel dangerous. You feel guilty when you slow down. Anxious when you're unproductive. Empty after reaching goals you once dreamed about. Not because you are ungrateful, but because of something called the hedonic treadmill. A psychological pattern where the brain quickly adapts to improvements. The thing you once prayed for eventually feels normal. The salary, the success, the attention. Your nervous system resets faster than your emotions can process satisfaction. So the finish line keeps moving, again and again. And this is where many people get trapped. They think they are chasing success, but often, they are chasing emotional safety. Because deep down, success feels like protection. If I achieve enough, maybe I'll finally feel valuable. This usually starts early in life. A child gets attention for performance, for grades, for achievements, and the brain quietly learns. My value depends on what I accomplish. Over time, achievement stops being a dream. It becomes identity. But here's the part most people misunderstand. You are not broken for feeling this way. Your brain is responding normally to an abnormal environment. An environment built on endless stimulation, comparison, and pressure. Imagine your brain like a smoke alarm. Originally, it was designed to warn you about danger. But modern life keeps triggering it constantly. Notifications, deadlines, comparison, validation. Eventually, your mind forgets what calm even feels like. So what actually helps? Not pretending ambition is bad. The answer is learning how to separate your identity from constant achievement. First, stop measuring yourself against infinity. Real growth happens when you compare yourself to your past self, not the entire internet. Second, reduce psychological noise. Your nervous system needs moments where it is not absorbing another person's life every second. And third, reconnect success with meaning. Because the brain can tolerate hard work when the effort feels meaningful. But meaningless achievement slowly empties you. In the end, success is a little like chasing the horizon. No matter how far you walk, it keeps moving. Not because you are failing, but because the human mind naturally adapts. And maybe peace begins the moment you stop asking achievement to prove your worth. Because your value was never supposed to come from constant performance. You were never meant to earn the right to feel enough. And maybe real success is finally being able to sit quietly with yourself, without feeling like you still have something to prove. They may not speak often, But they notice everything. They notice the way people change when someone more successful enters the room. They notice who listens carefully and who only waits for their turn to speak. And they notice how quickly people reveal their true personality over time. That's why quiet people are usually very selective with relationships. They don't trust easily. They don't open up quickly. And they don't feel the need to be accepted by everyone. Because deep down, they understand something most people learn very late. Not every connection is genuine. Some people only come close when they need attention, validation, or benefits. And quiet people become good at detecting this energy very early. This is also why many quiet people enjoy being alone. For them, solitude is not loneliness. It's peace. It gives them space to think clearly, recharge emotionally, and escape the noise of people constantly trying to impress each other. And maybe that's the real reason quiet people seem different. They spend less time chasing attention, and more time understanding themselves. Because in a loud world full of people trying to be noticed, the rarest people are often the ones who stay silent.